flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chocolates opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. This will be taken, and look at this, right away a loose football. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Chiefs. And now here is the offense onto the field as their first involvement will be a two-point conversion attempt. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready. 30 base.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, Muhammad. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On first down, Muhammad. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. With Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he's up. Upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Harrison Smith on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Following the penalty, Chubb shedding the tackler that gives him some room. 20. 38 yards on the scamper there. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Second down and goal. Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Now again, right side, Muhammad. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jones looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Rashaan Melvin, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Drop deep, drop deep. Mike's 5-4, Mike's
57 colors.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
You go tight. You 6'6". Pull it high. Back. Down.
From the 25 on second down. Jones, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And he finds McLaurin. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
That's it. Big hit.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Go now. 18 Gator.
59. Check pass.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Complete. Smith has it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
First down, Vikings.
Jones now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check on the pin.
They'll run with Muhammad. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Bring it. 61, match box. Ready.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Chris Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. As we mentioned, here's older brother Dustin Colquitt to punt this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go. 10 Tucson.
52
Protein spill. Bravo.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So that one will be accepted. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Recon 132 fighter. 10. Hey, Delta. 2.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And this one complete to Smith. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Charlie. Greystone travel.
Here we go. Here we go. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Flare.
Hurry up, Lee Griffin.
On 1st and 10, Jones. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Blue draw Parker.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On the carry, it's Muhammad, and he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff Spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Muhammad. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They go again with Muhammad. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jones operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Watch 15. Watch the slap. Bang, 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 bang.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Byron Pringle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give right side. Muhammad. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
You don't see me in your nightmares, son.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 54 all day, all day. Check your hot read.
Yellow.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Right there, 54, right there. Exit. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Mike's 54.
Hey, 57.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
43.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, defense.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes throwing right, and that's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Byron Pringle, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job, execute it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 44, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And that's caught by Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Jones now on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20. Now Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Here's Jones. Off-play action. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Jones off the play fake. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, Echo. Mike 52, Mike 52. Yo, go.
Mike 52, Mike 52. It's our field. It's our field.
Hey, beat them.
On 4th down, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Allen. And he is all the way up past the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Easy. Mike 54. Mike 54. Box trap. I got him. Mike 54.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here's the party now. Shift. 15.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score, Chiefs 34, Vikings 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
And
the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Bailey got the extra point, and that will get him one closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Mahomes going to throw it here. Going right side here, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Kill, 15. Slat, watch the slat. Motion.
Hey, on Sunday.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it. Because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Ready? 90 Wolf.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that.
Ready?
Now Jones on 1st and 10. It's caught. Smith. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yep.
Mike 29. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Hey, wahoo. They go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Maladez, and this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Get that ball.
Yellow.
Seven's a Mike. All day. Charlie. Every day. Any day. 7's a Mike. Mike 7.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Switch. Mike 7. Oh, here we go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys